This is the AOC Sports High School Football Preview Show.
Week 5 of the high school football season. Friday night rivals here on UTV 44. Jim Cox and Dan Brennan getting ready for our matchup tonight up in Saraland. Third time we're going to see Sparty so far this young season.
Yeah, look at this shiny Spartan helmet right here.
Going to take on the Blount Leopards. First time we'll see the Leopards this season. 1-1 in the region for the Leopards, 2-0 for Saraland, so a big region matchup.
Yeah, we know what a big region matchup is like from last week, for sure.
So that game, UMS and St. Paul's, UMS wins the game, and so much happened in the final 4.5 minutes. You were like trying to do the math, saying, "Wait a minute, like what? How long ago was it that all of a sudden UMS just scored 2 touchdowns?" And you were right. It was like the last 4.5 minutes, the game totally changed, and I think St. Paul's was kind of scratching at the head of the end. Like what just happened here?
What happened? They had the lead, they had the ball, they were on their own 15-yard line. After UMS turned it over a bunch of times in the first half, they didn't take advantage of it. St. Paul scored a few, but they only had a 10-0 lead at the half. Now you get near the end of the game. UMS has closed it to 13-10, and St. Paul's has got the ball, 4.5 minutes to go. Try to put the ball in the running back's belly. Somehow it doesn't get there. UMS scores there. Interception, they score again. And kind of one going away.
And you know, we were just talking with Coach Boutwell from Saraland, who used to be on the UMS staff back when we were doing the Bulldog Network in the early 2000s. Yeah. And we said, you know, we've seen UMS win games like that before, not usually against a team like a St. Paul's, however.
Yeah. And again, it was a great rivalry game, huge crowd, saw so many people that we've known for years. And then a great finish to the game as far as UMS is concerned, but I'm sure it was great for the TV audience as well.
Yeah, it was a big region win for UMS. You know, we were talking before the game about how those top 2 spots are going to be. You got Faith, you got UMS, you got St. Paul's, so a jump start there for UMS. Before we talk more about tonight's game, usually right before kickoff, we welcome in Heather Healy, the third member of our broadcast crew, but she's here with us tonight, filling in. All of our doctors are at a doctors convention, learning new things. That's why they can't be here tonight. So Heather's here to talk about all things sports injuries, correct?
Absolutely. Let's talk meniscus right now. Let's go.
We did that last week. I thought you'd bring something in, maybe a little shoulders this week. No, so you're about a month into being with us here. Now, you came from Champaign, Illinois, when you joined UTV 44, but like that's not where you grew up. Like big time high school football is not something new to you.
No, I grew up in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and Texas high school football is unlike any other, as you guys know. But down here, I will say though, down here, right here in Alabama, football in the South is huge as well. And just the spirit that everybody has here blows me away. So I'm so excited to be here, so excited to be part of this team, and I've been very impressed so far.
I mean, you know, Coach Curtis comes up to us last week and says she knows her stuff. She's talking about high school football in Dallas, and Dan and I are like, yeah, we knew those schools. We knew what she was talking about. But but just your first impressions, just from actually just being on the sideline, it's a new vantage point for you to watch the high school football games down here on the sidelines on Friday nights.
Yeah, being on the sidelines, it is a dream come true for me. Number one, I've wanted to do this since I was about 16 years old, and to be on the sidelines and kind of be the eyes and ears. That's what you guys told me at the very beginning. You're the eyes and ears of this game, and kind of give us a little insight of this game. I really took that to heart, and I hope to do as good of a job as I can with you guys, and just to be there is just such a blessing.
What are the things on the sideline that you have experienced, seen, or heard that you didn't realize that was going to be part of the package down there, that now you're like, wow, I didn't know that I'd have the opportunity to hear this or see that?
Well, being right there with the team, you are literally with the team looking at plays and looking to see, you know, what's going to happen next, and what are they going to do next, and what are they going to do here. I didn't realize how much goes into an instant, like, play real quick when coach is like, all right, do this, or they have to switch up and this. I didn't realize how quickly that comes together. So that was a big deal for me. But the other people on the sidelines as well, you got the trainers, you've got the cheerleaders, you've got so many people there that care so much and are spirited so much. They make part of that as well. So that's been really cool to see as well.
You know, we didn't have a sideline reporter last year, and from just what she brings to the broadcast, I mean, it's been a huge help to a huge help to us, and a huge addition to the broadcast.
There's no doubt. I mean, we're in the box, both of us. We're shoulder to shoulder. We're tied together. So we're in one spot. We can see what we see from pretty much camera level. but down on the sideline, it's a different world down there, isn't it?
It really is, and I've been in the press box a time or two for other games and other things that I've done, but there's nothing like being right there. Right. You're right there in all the action, and that's where I honestly, and I told you guys this when I first started, when you're meant to do something, that's what I feel like when I'm down there.
Awesome.
So it's been a very true honor getting to work with you guys and a big blessing as well.
It sounds like you're meant to be there, that's
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
We're super glad to have you here.
I'm glad to be here.
We will see you back for the last segment of the show as you'll talk to the players as we get ready for tonight's matchup, another 6A Region 1 matchup, Blount and Saraland tonight here on Friday Night Rivals. When we come back, we're going to talk about the Blount Leopards as we get their first look at them here in the 2021 season on Friday Night Rivals here on UTV 44. Our AOC high school football pregame show here as we get ready for our 6A Region 1 matchup tonight between Blount and Saraland. Jim Cox and Dan Brennan, week 5 of the high school football season. We got Coach Brian Wilson here from Blount filling in for Coach Diedrich Sumter tonight. Hopefully we'll see him on the sidelines. We got Freddie Davis, the quarterback, here. We were just talking, Coach, so you played at Blount, graduated in 17,
yes,
and now on the staff, of course. Leb Holly, longtime coach, gets an opportunity within the school system, just really couldn't pass up to move to the administration level right before the season. Coach Sumter takes over. I mean, it was a bit of a whirlwind there to start the season for the Blount Leopards, right?
Yes, sir. It was a whirlwind, but now we're all coming together as a team, and we're just building on each other to get better through the season.
The region play so important. What makes this game so big, the matchup with Saraland, because really if it takes you a little while in those early season games to find your footing, that's one thing. But boy, if you could put that experience to work now in region play, this is where it all really counts, right?
Yes, sir. It really counts now because region games. So we're trying to play in the cold. We're trying to play in November. So us coming together now during region play is a good thing because now we got the ball rolling. So it's a good thing that we're coming together now.
Coach, you like being called coach, by the way?
I mean, it's something new.
But get ready for it for the next 70 years. People are going to call you coach more than likely. But talk about the experience, the opportunity at Blount, how you took it, and how excited you are now to be.
And how it came about.
How it came about as well.
So with me coming into coaching, I actually got the teaching job first.
Okay.
So I'm teaching kinesiology and math at Blount. So knowing that I was a player and knowing that I was a player on the team, so they asked me to come out to coach, and I wanted to coach anyway, so the opportunity came, so I took it.
That's awesome.
Oh, kinesiology and math. I'm not throwing shade at any of the football coaches, but it's like might be the first time I've heard that as
let's compare Boutwell when he gets up there.
Freddie Davis, quarterback of the Blount Leopards, here with us as well. And Freddie, just talk about a little bit how you've kind of seen your team start to grow over the past few weeks, and now as you move into the meat of the season and try to get ready to play in the cold weather come November.
Well, our defense always was there. Our offense just had to find our rhythm. And I feel like with the last game against Centennial, we did that. And now that we're rolling, I don't really look for us to stop. So,
talk about being the quarterback at Blount. Is a pretty big deal because Blount High School in that community, you can speak to this, right, Coach? Coach again, but it's a big deal. The crowds that turn out in 8 Mile at the games are huge. They're almost like little mini festivals. They're just into it. We've seen some of the greatest atmosphere that we've seen has been at Blount. Is that a lot of fun for you? Is it a lot of pressure, or is it both?
It's definitely fun because I know the community is behind us fully, and my teammates is behind me fully. So it comes with pressure, but you got to be able to take it and handle it.
We're talking about kind of the community aspect with a school system the size of Mobile. Sometimes a little of that community, I don't want to say lost, but it's kind of one big one. Then you see like a Saraland splits off and they're there, but like Blount, the 8 Mile community, especially when the new school was built. I mean, it does not feel like it. That like Blount feels like its own entity. It's not just one lumped into a huge bunch of high schools within one school system. I mean, it's a special community.
Yeah, it feels like that because we're so far out. It's like we're by ourselves. MGM's kind of close, but they're still like 25 minutes away from us. But us being out on Lot Road by ourselves, it kind of made the community come to that one school.
And I see a lot of graduates from the old school, the old Blount in Pritchard, still come to the game, still support the team.
Yeah, our alumni is real heavy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then they're very supportive. They'll also kind of honestly address where they think things are. They have a high expectations for their Leopards, don't they?
Yeah, like Mr. Woods always say, a leopard sets the example, don't get made into one. So all the alumni come in, so they want the standard to stay high and not to drop down to any level.
You know, we've known Principal Woods a long time, and it's like when you find a successful high school football program, there's always that principal that is there to help make sure that the importance is there, the resources are there, but you're not going to get it from Mr. Woods if it's not being taken care of in the classroom. I mean, there's no free passes there from Principal Woods, is there?
No, there's no free pass in the classroom. You gotta graduate college or career ready. You're a student before you're an athlete, so that's what he based it on. You gotta be a student first.
All right. Freddie, this was the easy part, I can tell you that. You're going to be on the spot here a little bit after near the end of the show, so good luck and we'll see you later on, okay?
All right, we can't wait to talk all about you tonight. The Leopards and Saraland tonight here on Friday Night Rivals. We'll come back and we'll talk about the Spartans as we get ready for tonight's 6A Region 1 matchup right here on UTV 44. Just about 15 minutes or so away from kickoff here on Friday Night Rivals. Saraland hosting Blount, 6A Region 1 matchup. Coach Brett Boutwell filling in for Coach Kelly tonight. CT Engelbert, we've talked about him a lot. We've got third time we've had the Spartans on the broadcast this year, so we've talked about he and all of his utilities. We'll talk more about that. Coach Boutwell, we just reliving some great old memories about your days back at UMS in the early 2000s and when we had the Bulldog Network back then. I mean, high school football memories for these kids are memories of a lifetime, but some of us are lucky enough to get them after we leave high school too.
Exactly. They, these kids now, they really don't understand until they get out of high school. But the memories from back then, and then being here at Saraland now, and it's just really a neat experience. And thank y'all for what y'all do for it too.
Oh man, it's been our pleasure.
Yeah. So seeing your team, saw you. This will be the third time talking with Coach Kelly, seeing you grow up a little bit. I mean, you have to be pleased with the signs you've seen in your team from week 1 to now is when you head into week 5.
It's crazy that we already in week 5 of the season, and Coach Kelly preaches all the time for these kids to enjoy the moment because it will fly by. Back during the summertime, it's kind of, they think that they're just living by the minute, and then they blink, and now we're in week 5. But that's crazy how much our team has matured since the first game of the season, and Coach Kelly preaches all the time, to be a mature football team, and we're starting to see it now.
You got a mature player right here in CT Engelbert. He's a guy that I think a lot of, and he does a lot of things for you. I don't know if your offense would function quite the same way if he were out. Well,
CT's been the staple of our offense the past couple of years, and he last year was going into it as the fullback, and then we saw as the year went, you could flex him out, and put him anywhere you need him, and but he's been the pleasure to coach. He's got an unbelievable family, and and they're very supportive of everything that we do. But CT is a hard-nosed football player, and he has a lot put on him every Friday night from Coach Kelly to line up here, be here, and but he's done an outstanding job for us.
It's got to be fun to be able to be kind of that Swiss Army knife and not just have the just that one thing. It's got to be fun to have different places line up and different assignments and different things to get ready for each Friday night, right?
Yes, sir. It does.
It is not new to you. I mean, it's been, as Coach said, last year started fullback and then moved you around, and it's also got to make you feel good that they've got the confidence in you to fill those many roles.
Yes, sir.
Talk about when you're in the huddle and it's third down, and they're like, we got to go to Engelbert. We got to get the ball to Engelbert. But you believe in him, right?
Right.
So what is that like as you're about to break the huddle? Go through, okay, it's going to be, I've got to gain 10 yards on this play. What are you thinking as you break the huddle?
Well, I mean, when it's my time to go, I mean, I know it's my time to go, and I just know I'm going to do it. Mm-hmm. There's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, there's no but doubt in our mind.
So Saraland, we talked about, spun off, became their own system, and really your own identity there with Coach Kelly so long. But just to be a Saraland Spartan, I mean, kind of what does that mean? What does that mean for you as you look back and then look ahead at how quickly this season is already going?
Oh, it means a lot. We have a lot of weight on our shoulders, as good as we've been in the past. Mm-hmm. And every year it just is a new team, and you just got to figure out what your team's going to be and how you're going to fill that role, because everybody's been good in the past.
You were one of those little kids with the red jersey on, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Right? When the program got started,
yes,
throwing
sir.
the smaller footballs behind the stadium.
Ball boy.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
How about that? All right, so we haven't seen the Blount Leopards yet this year. We've seen them, lots over the years. We kind of know what you kind of know what you're going to get when you see Blount. What are you seeing as you prepare for the Leopards this Friday night?
They've always got an outstanding football team. The past 6 to 8 years, we've been in some battles with them.
We've been there with you.
Right, yeah, exactly. The couple years ago, went into overtime with them, and then last year we had the game that Ladd on a Saturday because of one of the hurricanes that came through, and they've always had great players, and we feel like it'll be another test again.
Not many off nights, 6A Region 1, is there?
No, absolutely not.
Not many of those, but that's why you're on TV again. So it's the game of the week. CT, so great to meet you. We were talking about you a lot. Stick around here. Heather's going to come in. Heather's going to join the players for the last segment here. Get us ready for the kickoff tonight. 6A Region 1 matchup. Big battle tonight between the Blount Leopards and the Saraland Spartans tonight from Saraland. Kickoff comes up in about 10 minutes, but Heather is next, coming up with her fast plays and our two players.
Welcome back, everybody, for the high school football preview show. Before we get into all the fun stuff, the fast plays with me, we have got the Wendy's Giant of the Week. Congratulations to Carl Fontroy, a defensive back and safety for Spanish Fort High School, this week's Wendy's Giant of the Week. Do you want to be this week's Wendy's Giant of the Week if you're a junior or a senior who plays on the football team at any of the high schools in our Alabama viewing area? You could win. Just log on to utv44.com and click on the contest page to be entered for a Wendy's Giant of the Week prize pack. Rules and regulations, of course, do apply. All right, it is a very special night here because I have got 3 players instead of 2. On the Blount side, I've got Freddie Davis, of course, and Dietrich Poole, quarterbacks. And then on the Saraland side, I've got CT Engelbert. All right, guys, fast plays with me. You both seem super, or all of you guys seem super nervous. Just breathe. It's just me. Very fun questions to get you guys, get you guys involved and for viewers to kind of get to know you a little bit. So they're kind of off the wall questions. Are we ready? Mm-hmm. Okay. Again, you can't all have the same answers on these. Okay. That's right. All right, CT, what is your dream car?
A Lambo.
A Lambo. Okay. What about you guys?
Hellcat. Wide body Hellcat Challenger.
Okay. What about you?
Wide body Hellcat Charger.
Oh, okay. See, that's a little different. Okay, I'll take that answer. Favorite color?
Green.
Blue. Red.
Okay. All different answers. We're getting there. We're doing great. Okay, you guys, if you're watching football, if you're watching college football on Saturday, okay, and you're sitting there, what kind of a watcher are you? Are we a coach? Are we a squirmer? Are we neutral? Are we just mad and angry? What are we?
Mad and angry.
Really? So you're a yeller and a screamer?
Yes.
Okay, what about you?
Yeah, I'm a yelling and screaming too.
See, unlike them, I'm chill.
You're chill.
I just like to know what's going on.
I don't think I believe that. Okay. And that's not convincing, but all right, I'll take it. If you guys could have any superpower, what would you have? I'll start with you.
I'll say invisibility.
Invisibility. Why invisibility?
Cause nobody can see me.
That's very true. Go ahead.
I have super strength.
Super strength. Okay, so kind of like Hercules a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, what about you?
To fly.
To fly. Where would you fly to?
I don't know.
Okay.
Anywhere. I'm
Anywhere.
just not patient. Not patient.
You're not. See, I'm the most impatient person, so I'm kind of right there with you. Okay, guys. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Dubai.
Why Dubai?
Seems
Pretty
fun
good.
over there,
Yeah,
yeah.
pretty chill, pretty fun.
Yeah.
What about you?
Hawaii.
Ooh, where? What island?
Honolulu.
Honolulu. Okay. What about you?
Anywhere in the world, I'll probably just try to travel to heaven.
I want to know.
Like.
Okay, this is such a good. We talked about this before. This is a really good answer. Tell me why.
Cause I want to see what it's like. I want to see what's up there, what's going on, and then I come down here, come back, and tell everybody how heaven was.
There you go. I like that. That's probably the best answer that we're going to get for the night. You guys have got to ramp it back up. Okay, would you rather, CT, would you rather have the fastest internet in the world and sit in the worst traffic, or have the slowest internet in the world and not have traffic at all?
Fastest internet.
Why?
Phones, I gotta have it.
There you go. What about you?
I'm with him.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, I'll let you guys
can't
pass
live
on that one to
without
have the same answer. PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation.
PlayStation. What do you play on PlayStation?
Madden.
Okay.
PlayStation.
And what do you play?
Madden 2K.
Okay.
Xbox.
Xbox, and what do you play?
Madden.
All right. See?
And Call of Duty.
And Call of Duty. Okay, so Call of Duty is still a big thing there.
Not for real, but yeah.
Yeah, but you still play it every now and then. Guys, thank you so much. See, it wasn't that hard, was it?
It wasn't.
Okay, are we ready for Friday night?
Yes.
Okay, ready to go back out there? Be strong?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We are going to be now on the sidelines, and then we will join Jim and Dan in the press box as well to get you prepped up for kickoffs coming right up.